Welcome to another episode of Game Boy Roulette, where we take a look at randomly chosen games from the Game Boy library. Nemesis. Hope there aren't any stars in this one. Bear with me here because we're about to go on a deep dive into the wonderful world of international game naming. You know, the reason why Final Fantasy VI was released as Final Fantasy III in the US, or how Star Fox 64 became Lilat Wars. Today's lesson will be a beloved retro game, Gradius. Who doesn't love playing Konami's old shoot-em-up game? It still holds up as a great game all these years later, and remains an absolute classic in the genre. But that name, Gradius, well, it's complicated. We begin in 1981, where the series had its spiritual successor, Scramble. Then we moved to 1985 and the release of Gradius itself. But outside of Japan, the arcade and MSX versions of the game instead used a different name, Nemesis. Another sequel is released called Salamander in Japan and Life Force in the US. Then Nemesis 2 comes out, but a year later, Gradius 2 also comes out, meaning we had two different games with similar gameplay branching out from the same series. Both Nemesis and Gradius then continue until we hit 1990, when the Game Boy version of Nemesis drops. It's just called Nemesis, but it's technically the fourth game in the Nemesis series. Then, somewhere along the line, Salamander 2 comes out, and then the title Solar Assault shows up somewhere, and look, the naming of this series is a total mess, and honestly, that's not even getting into when the Penguins took it over. But back to Nemesis proper, it kinda has the best cover ever. Space combat, robots, some kind of flaming horse ghost, just a fantastic cover. And you're not fooling me, Ultra Games. I know your secret. We covered it back in episode 109. So, Gradius rules, but does it rule on the Game Boy? Load up the space missiles, it's time for Nemesis. Ultra Games, aka just Konami. Oh, that's cool. Nemesis. Hey, wait, go back to that other screen. There was like an Easter Island statue there. Wait, hang on, we're going around again. Easter Island statue? Ship? Mountain? I don't know what's going on here, but it's awesome. Let's do this. Oh, you can choose your weapon? Huh. 2 levels. Oh, I guess that's difficulty levels. Auto shot? Yeah, sure. Yep, it's Gradius. Oh, it's kinda slow, Gradius. So, the way Gradius works, you grab these to power yourself up. Then you use B to activate your power. And you have to decide whether you want to go for the easier powers on the left, or hold out to get powers on the right. Or explode. Ship lost. Tragedy. Okay, M. What does M do? Activate. Oh, right, missiles along the ground. It's a pretty fun idea as far as gameplay mechanics for a shoot-em-up go. What is F? Because we're at max level. F. Oh, right, it's like a force field. It's a little slow. By the way, you can combine all these. Anyway, it's a bit slow. Especially compared to the NES version. You can see it's kind of chugging just a touch. Not much, but enough to be noticeable. What? Oh, I hit the ceiling. It also mentioned a stage, so can I just pick whatever stage I want? Let's get D. D is a vertical shot, and M is a missile shot, and S is... I can't actually tell what S is. Whoa! Number 5 is O, which is... Oh, right! This is the one you want to get a lot of, because then you can pretty much just fill the screen. I mean, here's the thing. What else do you say about Gradius? It's a great game. This version isn't fantastic so far, but it's alright. Nice little portable version. Little slow, like I said, due to the limitations of the Game Boy, but not terrible. Okay, let's just destroy everything. Come on, someone give me another O. Yeah. You can just, like I said, completely fill the screen using this strategy. Oh, God. Oh, God. Uh-oh. We're good. Oh! Literally, oh. Apparently, you can't in this version. You can only get up to 2 extra orbs. Oh, I wish you moved just a little bit faster. So far, that's the only problem with the game, is that the movement is a bit sluggish. Ah, S appears to be speed at which you fire. Okay. Isn't there a boss around here? Is this mountain the boss? Wait, it actually is. Whoa, what? Meanwhile... Okay, I thought the trick was stay in the middle, but no. Just move out of the way. I think we should be fine. Look at this, we filled the screen with bullets. We're in no danger here. Oh, that's actually a cool effect. Stage 2. Oh, Gradius rules. There's just something so satisfying about Gradius. It's a very simple game, but has a good amount of complexity to the mechanics. It looks nice. It's always been a nice looking game. Even this version, where you don't have like the backgrounds, you don't have anything. I mean, look at the details on some of these sprites. It's actually pretty impressive for the time. What killed me? Wait, I actually did not notice what killed me there. Okay, the only thing I want to check. Level 2, stage 4. What does this change? Oh god. What's the difference between level 1 and level 2? I gotta check that. Level 1 is an easier difficulty, level 2 is a higher difficulty. Alright, that makes sense. Also, I just discovered something. Pause. Up, down, left, right, B, A, start. Ha 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 ha! Good old Konami. They snuck in their code. I feel like there's not really that much else to say. It's just a really good version of Gradius. It's not the best, it's a little slow, a little choppy, due to the limitations of the hardware. But that doesn't make it worse by any means. It's just still fun. And a lot of that simply has to do with the fact that Gradius is a great game. Always has been, always will be. Plus, this game gives you some options with how you want to play. Don't know if the other versions of Gradius have that, but it's a nice little addition. And it has the Konami code. But why? This is Ultra Games, not Konami. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ah, Gradius rules. That's it. That's the review, I guess. This is one of those times where rather than reviewing the Game Boy game itself, we first have to take a step back and discuss the overall game. And let's be honest, Gradius still holds up as one of the best. The shoot-em-up gameplay has just the right balance between being satisfying to play while also providing a solid challenge, and the power-up mechanic is one I've always found pretty genius. Do you go for the less powerful upgrades, or do you risk it and instead try to bank the power-ups to get the laser or the shield? It keeps the gameplay exciting and frantic while adding just the right amount of strategy. Frankly, there's a reason why Gradius is considered one of the best shoot-em-ups ever. Now, how did the game do when moved down to the Game Boy? The answer to that is pretty well. I really like the addition of letting you choose your level and difficulty. It gives the game a more casual pick-up and play feeling that works so well with Game Boy games. And while there was a bit of slowdown due to technical limitations, it wasn't too bad, not enough to hurt the game. And most importantly, that excellent Gradius music lost nothing in the porting. This is just a very well done port, as you would expect from 90s Konami, that managed to come up with a good way to improve the game on different hardware to more appeal to what the system was good at. So this one is hardly surprising, I know, but come on, it's Gradius. It's one of the best shoot-em-ups ever, and it made the jump to Game Boy well, so grab this version if you can, and have some action-packed space fun. And heck, play any version of Gradius you can. You know, once you decide between the 5,000 versions out there. And that's all for another episode of Game Boy Roulette. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to follow the series as we continue to dig through the Game Boy vault. I'm Brian J, and I'll see you next time.